guys, it's Jesse and Jenny of In the Wilderness, and this week is the third week in Advent, which is a theme of joy. And so the song that we chose to pick for this week in Advent was Lo, How a Rose E'er Bloomin', which is a 14th century hymn, beautiful song that we absolutely love. Not very popular, surprisingly, because it's so beautiful, but and so that is also the third song in our Christmas EP entitled The Advent Carols.
Yep, so I'm gonna light the third can. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about joy and kind of what that means. A lot of people think it's synonymous with happiness, and it kind of is. But there's a definite distinction between the two. You know, happiness is more based off of, you know, something that happens, you know, like an event or like a gift someone gives you. You know, it's really just temporary. You know, not everyone is happy all the time. And if you are, I'm sorry, you might need to see somebody about that. But anyway, joy is this kind of sustained happiness, and it's this kind of just confidence and a hope and contentment despite your circumstances, despite what's going on around you, and you know, it's the hope for more. And for me, I mean, the first video I talked a little bit about some depression that I've been dealing with this year, and just it's really kind of been debilitating. And you know, during this time, I truly believed that this was just how my life was going to be from now on. This was it. This is how I was going to feel. It was just going to be, that's it. This is how it is. This is how I am now. And it wasn't until I actually talked to my friend Leah that changed. I started talking to her about just how I was feeling, and you know, she has gone through something similar, and she said this to me, and she said, while your feelings are valid, this is not your forever. And that, I mean, that just opened me up to joy. Like she is such like a source of joy. She's just one of those people that's just like, you're joyful. And it was something that I saw and I desperately wanted and I desperately needed while I was still dealing with my depression. And it gave me this confidence and this hope that I didn't know that I had. And I mean, I can't thank her enough for that, if she's watching. And it actually perfectly ties into the verse that a lot of churches use for this day of Advent. It's Isaiah 65:18, and I really just want to talk about like the last part of that verse, and it says, you know, her people, meaning Jerusalem, will be a source of joy. And that's so true. People are they're just a source of joy around you. You know, your family, your friends, some coworkers, your child, your significant other. All those people can and do. You know, they are a source of joy. And this actually really ties into, everything ties so well together. It's like we planned it. And with the song, you know, Lo, How a Rose E'er Bloomin', the song is set in the middle of winter, in the middle of the night. So it's literally just like cold and dark, and in the middle of winter, there's snow on the ground. Obviously not here because we live in Southern California and it's actually really hot.
Yeah.
But you know, in normal land, there's snow on the ground. It's dead, dark, cold. That's what winter signifies. But then there's this rose that is blooming in spite of this. It's coming out of the snow, and it's there, and it's alive, and it's beautiful. And that is such a reason to celebrate. You know, it's there in spite of the circumstances surrounding it. And that's kind of what joy means, is that, you know, you have this sustained happiness, you have this confidence and this hope and contentment despite what's going on. You know, you could be having, like, you know, me dealing with depression or something else. I don't know your story, what you're dealing with right now, but you know, it's just pointing forward to this time of spring when all the snow will melt away and new life will start to begin. So we want to kind of encourage you guys, as I said before, you know, people are a source of joy, to find the Leah in your life, to give you that joy if you're in need of it, to point you forward, to give you that confidence and that hope for the next step. Yeah.
So good. We love you guys. We hope that you take that message to heart in this Advent season, and you're able to find those people and surround yourself with those people during this Advent season and this next week going into Christmas, and find that true joy for this season. So we love you guys. Feel free to download our album. It is now available on iTunes. You can feel free to listen to it on Spotify as well.
Yeah.
And of course, it's on our website. iTunes, you have to pay for it, but on our
Apple
website.
Music, you don't. Will you pay for that?
Will you pay for that? Same as Spotify, that's streaming. But if you want to download it off our website, it's absolutely free.
Yeah.
And you get a bonus song as well from our website, so feel free to do that. So we love you guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Lo, how a rose ere blue